gun to make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is today on Gunner's Profiles. As you can see that thumbnail right there, pobrecita, right? That poor lady. We're going to get into the story, right? And I got to give you a little background, a little history. It ain't no mystery, man. This is an unfortunate situation. Homelessness, something that plagues America and the world. And it's something that's near and dear to my heart because I just can't stand seeing the people go through the struggle. I know a lot of the people place themselves there, but we're going to get straight into it, right? This is one of the craziest stories I ever heard. So take heed to the word, man. Get you some knowledge you can't get in college. And listen up, because this is really going on out there. Now, this is some real shit, man. This ain't no added preservatives and fake shit. This shit happened just yesterday. I actually was at the mall yesterday. I was actually at the mall, man. I had to run to the mall real quick. My daughter wanted some of them black Chuck Taylors. So, you know, when the daughter asks, the dad shall deliver, right? And that's just the way it is in life. And I'm happy to be able to do that for my kid. You know, when she wants something and she deserves it, then I'm able to go get that. You know, I'm so scared, fuck it. You know what I mean? As long as I got gas and as long as I got a couple ducats in my pocket, then fuck it. Let's do it like Rocket, right? And I push. So anyways, I went and picked up some of my peoples and we pushed off to the mall, right? We're doing our little thing. And, you know, we're there for a little while. Of course, I swoop up my daughter's shoes and I was happy they had her size and shit. And then I'm hungry. I'm like, fuck it, I'm ready, right? Fuck, my stomach's growling like a dragon, right? And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I got to get me some food. So I hit the food court. And what am I going to get? Some Panda Express, some Arby's. I got Arby's last night. I'm cool with that shit. The 2 for $6. It was bomb, right? What am I going to get? And at first I was thinking, fucking, what is that shit called? Carl's Jr., right? I think I'm going to smooth over here to Carl's Jr. and get me that motherfucking superstar, is it? But at the same time, something else caught my eye and I seen the Subway sandwiches. I said, yup, I'm a fit, like brother man from the fifth floor. I'm going to give me a sandwich, right? So, of course, I order me the foot long. I'm doing my thing. And I sit down. My peoples, they order their food. We're kicking back. We're chopping it up. And I see a lady walk by. You know, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this lady. She's carrying a bag. And it looks like a whole bunch of wet clothes in a bag. And she looks like she's down on her luck, as you can see by the thumbnail. The struggle was real. And I automatically smelt her and seen her at the same time. And I said, you know what, pobrecita, poor lady. She looks like she's hungry. She's walking by the food court. She's looking at people's foods. And I can only understand being in that situation. You know, how was it when I was hungry, starving in that cell, and I was eating on toothpaste, man, and I was like, fuck, I couldn't wait for the next meal to come. But I always knew a meal was going to come. It might not have came the way I liked it. So I was getting, it might not have been a big portion, but at the same time, something was always coming. You know, with these people that are homeless, that are out there in the streets, there ain't nothing coming. They're invisible to a lot of people. A lot of people are eating their food, not paying attention to what she had going on. But I caught it. I caught it because I'm real and I feel realness. And I could see that she was really hungry. She was really in a bad situation. Now, at the same time, I also noticed there was another guy that was there, man. And he looked like he was down on his luck as well. And he looked like he was sitting right next to Panda Express. And the struggle was real. And it wasn't a laughing matter. It wasn't nothing funny. But I'm sitting there with a foot long. And I didn't need all that. You know, I wasn't that hungry. I had ate earlier. So I decided that if for no other reason, I should go order another foot long, you know, for the guy. And my people's also, you know, I told them, hey, look, they look like they're down on their luck, what's happening. And my carnala was like, yeah, you know what? The struggle is real. I'm going to go hit her up and see if she's hungry and see if she needs this food. So, of course, my sister went and hit her up. Hey, what's up? Are you struggling? She was like, I haven't eaten in 3 days. And the struggle was absolutely real. You know, my heart dropped because I felt for her. She was an older woman. She hadn't eaten for 3 days. And here's all these fucking people throwing away massive amounts of food. Little youngsters running around, having it their way in the mall, buying fucking Yeezys. And this lady's struggling. Now, I don't know what put her in this situation, but I'm about to tell you the story onto how she got put in this situation. Now, of course, we broke her off some food, a little bread, man, you know, to get her ahead. And, of course, the guy, he didn't even hesitate, too. I said, hey, are you hungry, bro? He said, hell yeah, I'm starving like Marvin. I said, orale, Marvin the Martian. There you go, bro. He was highly appreciative, and he dug right into the bag. He didn't hesitate. And I felt good in my heart, you know, that something was done for these people, if not forever, but for that day. You know, I'm not saying I'm the fucking most giving person in the world. You know, there's times when I'm in a rush, and I'm not paying attention to exactly the people's discomforts or the people's plights. And I'm just doing my thing. I'm trying to get in and trying to get out and do what I got to do. But at the same time, it's good to realize and recognize that there's less unfortunate, especially in the holiday season, people that need fucking shit, right? So this is one of the craziest stories I ever heard. I sat down with the lady. Could barely stand it because it's stonkish. But I'm going to tell you right now, her story is like no other. This lady, okay, got put out on the streets because she got involved in some acts and some things that, shouldn't be spoken on. It's her business. But at the same time, there's a lot of people out there that are homeless because they want to be, because they choose to be a droguero, they choose to be a tecato, they choose to be on a substance or a narcotic or whatever the case may be. And it's an unfortunate thing that they have to go through this and they're fighting their inner demons. But I can't knock them and I can't look down upon them for that. There's a lot of people that are the haves and the have-nots, and these people are definitely the have-nots because they chose to put themselves in that situation, man. But you can't belittle them because they can't climb up out of that hole that they dug for themselves. A lot of people are like, fuck them, eh? That's on them. They want to be out there. And in some cases, there are a whole bunch of fucking weirdos running around with machetes and backpacks and feathers in their head on a good one that do want to be out there in the elements. They do want to be out there in the streets. The party is never over, when it comes to them, right? And I understand, but when you see an older person, that doesn't look like she has much and ain't no one fucking paying attention, well, guess what? Those are the people that my heart bleeds for. Spencer, Humps, call me soft, call me what you will, but I'm about to fucking be a real one when it comes to those type of people and give them what little I have, because I know I can go get more. I'm in a position to go out there and get it, where they're in a position where they don't even have socks. And that's what this story's about. Do you understand that when I started conversating with this woman, she started to tell me about, as she's eating, she started to tell me about her life, and how she once had a lot of things in her life, how she once was a homemaker, a good mother, raised her children right, and then found herself in an abusive relationship in an unfortunate situation where she turned towards the streets, where she turned towards what's going on out there. We all know it's vicious and violent on the streets. It's not a place to be at past 7:30. Yes, take your ass inside if you have a place to take your ass inside too. But there's a lot of people that don't. So they wander. I call them the wanderers. They go up and down the street. It looks like Night of the Living Dead. Like fucking, what's that show called? Fucking, They Live. It looks like fucking zombies out there. They're out there doing the best they can. The struggle is real. Now, there are some people that are out there on a mission. They don't give a fuck. They're on a great one. That's where they plan to be for the next few years, indubitably, until finally they give up and they tap out. Now, this woman was put in a situation where she had no family, no one to turn to. She already burnt all her bridges. And the struggle was real. Every year you get older and older and older. Your body can't fight off certain diseases. Your body can't fight off the elements. You can't brave the cold like you once did. And regardless as if she put herself there in that position or not, it doesn't matter. It takes people like me and you who have it to give it, right? So she started telling me her story about how she ended up, and it sounded just like any other story I ever heard. And then I started to smell a putrid smell. Now, I'd already been smelling it. It smelled like Pepe Le Pew. So I'm going to be real. I already smelled a body odor. I already smelled like this hyena needed a shower. Definitely. I wish I could have provided her one, but I can't, I'm scared of bed bugs in my pad and shit. I went through that experience, and roaches ain't, so this is the first time in my life I've ever had a pad without roaches. Let me live, right? But I definitely felt for her, and I was giving her direction on some places she can go to that would help her, maybe get on her feet, give her a place to stay for the night, and things of that nature. And just having this conversation was a saddening experience, but also was an enlightening experience to understand, some of my misgivings and some of the things I take for granted. Now, she told me one thing that stood out to me. This woman had not changed her fucking socks for 3 years. You heard that right. Spence on la tira. Yeah, I said it. Fill it up with unleaded. This woman had not showered nor changed her socks in over 3 fucking years. Let that sink in one time, Yahoo. 3 years. 3 años. A whole lot of time. 36 months. I remember when they gave me 3 years in the pinta, you got 36 months. I said, fuck, yes, sir. Right, that's a long time. Now look, that's a long time to go without a shower. That's a long time to go without anyone caring. That's a long time without fucking brand new socks. Socks on your feet. You know how it is. This is when you go to Costco and you get them crispy golds. You slap those on one time for your mind. Ain't nothing like it. It feels like you got new feet. This woman had not changed her socks for 3 years. I didn't want to see them. I didn't want to see it to believe it. This was a case of I just believe you right off the cuff. Right off the hip. And it was an unfortunate experience. I wanted to give her the world. I wanted to put her in a position like no other, a position she wasn't in. And all I could do was listen to her story, be that one to care. A lot of the people, this homeless population right now, they're invisible. When I say we see them, I see them all the time, every fucking day. I make sure that I have a stack of ones to cash them out. Not because I have to, and not because, oh, I'm a good guy, because I think it's the righteous thing to do, man. I understand, especially in times like this, when it's just getting rougher and rougher and rougher for the people, when there's no opportunity, okay? There is a lot of opportunity. When I see a young guy that's out there, hey, I will work for whatever, right? I pass him by. And there's a reasoning for that. You know, I'm not going to distinguish him from any different type of homeless person, but this guy is capable and able to work. Sasuke, unless he has mental problems, which a lot of people do, it's mental issues, you know, they have, you know, they need help and the help's not given, or it's not fucking, you know, put out there for them, or they just don't know where to go. You know, there's no one that pays attention to these people. Oh, fuck that. That about the stinks, right? Yeah, he smells like fucking cagada, but at the same time, he also feels like shit by hearing you do that. When he sees you doing that, you know, it makes him feel worse than what he's already going through. And that right there in itself is unbecoming of a person's character. You shouldn't do that to people, man. If you know they're struggling, you know they have it bad, you know, you just either fucking pay them no never mind or fucking help them out. But you don't have to disrespect them and look at them funny and, poochie, oh, this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because you got to think of how that makes people feel. They still have feelings. Just because they're out there struggling in the streets doesn't mean they don't have pride and dignity and feelings. You know, they're just in a bad situation. I've had to sleep on a couple couches once upon a time. I was homeless, right? I was homeless. I'm not me, a badass bitch, and got on one time, right? Of course, I can never go with these looks. So I don't give a fuck. I jump in anyone's shower. I say, I'm changing my socks. I don't give a fuck whose socks I got to put on. Whose are these? I don't know. Fuck it, right? I don't went through the struggle. Okay, maybe not necessarily as bad as some people because I never had that drug problem. I never had those issues in my life. But I could identify with the people who do because I've had familia and I've had friends, man, that have been through that. You know, I had a homeboy, man. He was on top of the world. That's it. You know what I mean? Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you? I'm going to tell you what happened to him. You know what I mean? About to got on the pipote langote, grandote for a minute. He was on a mission. He was in the Mission District on 22nd and Bryan trying to have it his way, right? And I'm going to tell you what happened. He got ridiculed. He got made fun of. He got ostracized from the hood. He got outcasted, homies. He didn't drop in or drop out. He got dropped out. Hey, get up out of here, homie. None of the homies wanted to affiliate with him because of the aura that he brought. I remember we used to be partying, kicking back. He used to come around, hey, has anyone got $10 right now? Get the fuck up out of here, poop butt. Now, this was the same homeboy that at one point in time was in that low cruising on Go ones back in 92, 93. You know, I was incarcerated. I was here and he was doing his thing out there, you know. I get out and I'm out to smoking and yoking with 4 doors open on the corner, riding a beach cruiser with a flat tire on the ground, talking, my foot, right? I done seen some shit. So I identify when I see people going through that, I'm like, okay, but this lady, you know, never in my life have I heard a story like that. And just imagine the other stories that are out there. She had not changed her socks for 3 years. I ain't even gonna lie, I looked at her Crocs like this, like, fuck that, right? But I was just happy that she was having a good meal to eat, that she was in a warm place, you know, until that motherfucking mall closed, then she was on her own. I don't know what she was gonna do. And I thought about her last night. As she's braving the elements, this older woman, as no one's paying attention and no one's really giving a fuck. Everyone's in their house kicking back. Oh, who's winning Thursday night football? Fuck Thursday night football, bro. You know, what about that lady struggling? You know, what about the people around us now? I can't do it all. I can only help so many people, and I try. You know, I don't got to put it all on YouTube, handing out feria for content. You know, I've done that before. I went to Frisco, I handed out a few ducats like fucking, they were like, motherfucker, is this it? I was like, shit, that's all I got. I'm broken brown myself. But at the same time, homes, I don't need it for clout or for views. What I needed is to bring some awareness. You know, it's the holiday season. If you got it, get it. You know, if you can give a little bit to the people in your community, in your area, people that are struggling, do that. It doesn't matter if they put themselves in that situation. Hey, we put ourselves in a lot of situations that are unfortunate. Hey, you know what? And we're able to bounce back and people are like, hey, homie, I remember you used to be smoking and shit. Now you're back. Hey, that's right, bro. It's all good. You know what I mean? Yeah. All that, right? But these people that you don't know, and it's not your fault that they're in that situation. No, and it's not, you don't have to pay no never mind if you don't choose to. I understand you're doing the right things. You're doing what you have to for your familia. Everyone has the choices they make in life and they're going to feel the repercussions. Understandable. But do you understand when you're digging a oil, man, it gets so deep you can't climb your way up out of that. You need a helping hand to pull you up out of there. So it's good when you get too old, homes, and you can't get up out that rocking chair because your back hurts. Hey, you need that youngster to fucking use that strength to pull you up. That's it, right? Sometimes you need help. If I see an old lady on the corner, Holmes, and she can't make it across that crosswalk, I say, keep robbing us. You know what I mean? Hey, but that's a Southsider's mom. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't give a fuck who's fucking, I don't play that enemy shit. I ain't no gang member. Bro, I don't give a fuck whose mother it is. If she's black, white, green, or yellow, come on. You know what I mean? Just please change your sock. Let's go. So my thing is now, what I'm going to do, you know, because this woman told me such a story, you know, about her life, and it wasn't in a particular the craziest story I ever heard. I think the worst part about it was that she hadn't changed her socks in 3 years. She hadn't been in an area where she could shower for over 3 fucking years and have a brand new pair of socks. Immediately I got her a pair of socks. That was right off the top. And a brand new pair of shoes. You got to. I had to. You know what I mean? I was forced. My hand was forced. And my heart told me, hey, you know what I mean? I'm sitting there with a pair of shoes that I just got for my daughter just because she said, Dad, can I? You know what I mean? And I did that. So now it was up to me, someone who recognized that plight, to do that. I did that. And I'm not asking for no recognitions and no love or give me that, huh? I'm not fucking pissing on people's heads. I don't care about that. I just want to let it be known, man, that it's up to us as a community, raza, brown people, black people, white people, sprinkle in, brother, gente, period, to fucking help out the less fortunate. Fuck, they need us, man. You know, people are not invisible in this world. I see everything and everyone. I'm very aware of what's around me, what's going on. You know, everyone's worried about the disrespect and how you make them look and how they look and the gold chains and the who got better rims and, hey, homie, I'm down for my fucking cause and my fucking barrio and whatever. Fuck all that, bro. Hey, I respect that, homies. That's you. Yeah. But, man, there's a lot more to this world than meets the eye. Orale, G.I. Joe. There's a lot more that's going on. You know, there's fucking people out there that don't even have a shower, can't change their fucking socks for 3 years. Have you ever heard of something like that? I know that broke my motherfucking heart into pieces. I'm still trying to put it together like Humpty Dumpty this morning. But at the same time, I recognize it, and all I'm asking, I'm pleading to the people is just, you know, if you see these people, don't look at them bad and don't judge them. Man, just give them a little one of these. Watch out, slow motion. Look, I'm going to give you some game. That means a lot. The lady told me, you know, just the acknowledgement of her existence meant a lot. Just to be able to tell her story and finally talk to someone, an actual human, for fucking years and years and years, people just walk on by like she's basura, like she's garbage, like she's not there. She could be your grandmother, my mother, anybody's mother. And she is somebody's. You know, they probably don't even know where she's at, and she don't know where they're at. You know, she don't even know where she's at. She just knew that she had to stay warm, and she was hungry, and luckily, hey, orale, Gunners Collective, bang, bang, happened to run into her. A lot of people said, can I have a meet and greet? I did have one, homes. I met her, and I greeted her, and I treated her the right way, and that's what it's all about. Anyways, gente, I just wanted to put that story out there. You know, around this season, the holiday season, man, it's time to start thinking about others, not only ourselves. And, man, whoever thought that I would run into someone who hadn't changed their fucking socks in 3 years. Pobrecita, man. One of the saddest days of my life yesterday. Unfortunate. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about taking care of you and yours. I understand that. But, hey, don't forget there's others out there, man, that don't have it like that. Don't be prideful and boast and bash about and be brash about what you have. And, hey, brag. Hey, look at what I got, homes. Yeah, I know. I do the same thing, man. I fall victim to my own fucking mentality and my own ways, right? But now I'm starting to see the bigger picture as I get older. I'm starting to see, man, that this is a cold world, a very cold world that people live in. And regardless if they put themselves in that position or not, it's up to us to try to change that position for them. You know, a helping hand, a fucking nod, hey, what's up is always a good thing. Anyways, you know what I mean? I don't want to keep on rambling because it is what it is. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose and go out there and get it. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the unity of all people coming together as humans. That's it. Humans. Doesn't matter what color you are, what you believe in, what's your cause, what gang you're from, what barrio you represent. Hey, respects to all you vatos doing your thing. But at the same time, there's people out there that don't even have a fucking pair of calzones and some fucking socks. That's it. You know what? I don't know about you, homie, but I'm going to go buy me up a couple packs of socks and just start handing these motherfuckers out. That's it. Because that story right there broke my shit. Darren, I didn't even want to wear socks anymore. I felt that bad. Anyways, go out there and get it. You already know you're with it. It's the Gunners Profiles. Hey, if you like some crazy stories, go to Gunners Collective. I'm boom bangling. The shit don't stop. I had to address an issue today. But later on, I will be dropping one of the bedtime stories for your mentality. You know what it is. The gun. Bang, bang.